Hey, this is day 9 of our 14-day video series on handling coronavirus anxiety. This is Sindhu from Aware Mental Health. The last few days, our videos have been covering this concept of things that you can control and things that you cannot control. One of the key insights that comes out of therapy is this idea that our thoughts and feelings, a majority of our thoughts and feelings, are not under our control. They're very automatic. Whereas a whole lot of our actions, what we do with our hands and feet and mouth, they are under our control. Don't want to take my word for it? Let me ask you this. Has there ever been a time in your life where you have felt very frightened and terrified, but you have acted confidently? Has there ever been a time in your life where you were very angry and you wanted to shout at someone, but you acted calmly? Has there ever been a time in your life where you have felt very sad, but you acted happily? Ever been a time in your life where you couldn't wait to run away from a socially awkward situation, but you stayed? What do all these examples tell you? Do your thoughts and feelings truly control you fully? Or do you have some choice in how you want to act and behave? I don't want you to get this wrong idea that thoughts and feelings are independent from our actions. Thoughts and feelings do influence us, but they don't control us in the way we think they control us. We actually do have control over our actions, and we can do something differently with our body even when we have difficult stuff coming up inside of us. Now, with this insight in mind, I want you to go back and look at the last 1 week of your life and pick a thought that has been coming up quite often for you, a nagging thought that is showing up a lot, that is having some influence over you, that's having that hook kind of a feeling where when it comes up, you get hooked very easily and you get pulled away from doing something important for yourself. Pause this video, think about a thought, and maybe you could even write that down. A thought I have been hearing a lot in my therapy sessions is, will I lose my job? That is something that I've been hearing a lot. So if that is the same for you, you might resonate more with this video. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to say this thought out loud. Am I going to lose my job? And then I want you to pause and notice what else comes up in association with this thought. Maybe you have some body sensations coming up. Maybe you have this feeling of hopelessness. Maybe your body is tightening up. Maybe a shiver ran through your spine. Maybe it feels like life is just sucked out of you as you're saying this thought out loud and dwelling on this on purpose. So surely this nagging thought has a lot of influence over you. Now I'm going to ask you to experiment with something with me. Can you have this thought and go ahead and take a stretch? Can you just maybe take a stretch? Can you have this thought and jump 10 times? Can you have this thought and just sort of move your shoulders, neck like this? Think about this insightful concept for a while today. That this thought is very automatic. What comes up in association with this thought is very automatic. We don't have control over that. But you can have this thought and do something else with your hands and feet and your body and your shoulders and your neck. That you have control over. I'm leaving you with this. I have a feeling I'm probably abruptly ending this video, but I promise you tomorrow I'm going to extend this concept and give you a more practical way of dealing with your difficult thoughts that are coming up, especially in response to the coronavirus crisis. And you can start to see that, hey, I can have these difficult thoughts and I can choose to do something meaningful with my actions, which I actually have more control over. Thank you once again. Bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow.